Anthropic just released Claude for Teachers, and after testing it all day, here's my verdict. This is the first education AI I'd actually tell a teacher to use, but one missing feature almost killed it for me. Stick around, because the math on time saved is genuinely wild. Quick context. Today, July 19, 2026, Anthropic officially launched Claude for Teachers, a purpose-built version of Claude aimed at educators. Lesson plans, rubrics, differentiated assignments, feedback drafts. It lands the same week Anthropic announced a partnership with California to bring its tools into state agencies, so they are clearly going all in on public sector and education. The claim: cut hours of admin work so teachers can actually teach. So what does it actually do? 3 things stood out in my testing. First, lesson planning. I gave it a 9th grade biology standard and got a complete 50-minute lesson plan, objectives, activities, exit ticket in under 20 seconds. Or it beats generic ChatGPT as structure. It asks about your class size, ability spread, and available materials before generating, instead of dumping a generic template. Second, feedback drafting. I fed it 5 sample student essays with a rubric, and it produced specific, rubric-aligned comments. Not great job, fluff, but your thesis in paragraph 1 isn't supported by evidence until paragraph 4. That's the killer feature. Third, differentiation. One prompt generated 3 versions of the same worksheet at different reading levels. Compared to Magic School AI, Claude's outputs were noticeably less templated. Compared to vanilla ChatGPT, it needed way less prompt engineering. Here's where it disappointed me though: it does not integrate with Google Classroom or major LMS platforms yet. You're copy-pasting everything. In 2026, that's a real friction point. Who is this for? If you're a K-12 or higher ed teacher drowning in grading and planning, this is the best option available today, full stop. It's also genuinely useful for corporate trainers and anyone building courses. Who should skip it? If your school already pays for a locked-in edtech suite with LMS integration, the copy-paste tax might not be worth switching yet. And to be clear, it will not grade for you responsibly. It drafts feedback. You still need to review every comment, because I caught it being slightly too generous on 2 of my 5 test essays. It's a co-pilot, not an autopilot. Now let's run the actual numbers, because this is where it gets interesting. Average teacher grades roughly 30 essays per assignment. At 10 minutes per essay, that's 300 minutes, 5 hours. In my test, Claude drafted feedback in about 30 seconds per essay, and reviewing plus editing each draft took me about 2 minutes. That's 75 minutes total. You just went from 5 hours to 1 hour and 15, an 87% reduction, saving 3 hours 45 minutes per assignment. Do that twice a week and you're reclaiming 7.5 hours weekly. On cost, Magic School's paid tier runs about $12 per month, ChatGPT Plus is $20. Claude for Teachers is launching with free access for verified educators. So the math isn't close. Your one actionable takeaway: if you're an educator, go verify your status at Anthropic's site today and run your next grading stack through it. Review every output, but let it do the first draft. If you're not a teacher, steal the workflow. Rubric plus samples plus draft-specific feedback works for code reviews and performance reviews too. Subscribe for daily AI intel, and drop a comment. What tool do you want me to cover next?